Sometimes, it's the smallest touch that breaks you. Not the hand around your waist, not the kiss on your neck, not the hug that lingers a little too long. No, it's the moment he touches your lower lip, gently, slowly, almost like he's asking your soul a question. That's the moment you lose control. Because it's never about the lip. It's about everything that touch represents. It's about every time you wanted someone to choose you, and they didn't. Every time you opened your heart, and it got stepped on. Every time you were strong for the world, but secretly starving for someone to understand the softness inside you. And suddenly, one small touch unlocks everything you've been fighting to hide. If you've ever felt that trembling, that confusion, that emotional collapse inside your chest, then this video, this story, is about you. You know exactly what I'm talking about because you've lived it. You've lived those nights staring at your phone, waiting for a message that never came. You've lived the moment you typed a paragraph, deleted it, retyped it, held your breath, and finally hit send, only to sit there alone with your heartbeat, waiting for a reply that took hours or never came at all. You've lived the confusion of someone who says they care, but never shows it. Someone who gives you just enough to keep you hoping, but never enough to feel safe. You've lived the silent heartbreak of pretending you don't care, pretending you're okay, pretending you're strong and independent, while inside, you were just begging for one thing. Please, don't let me be the only one feeling this. And maybe there was a moment when he touched your face, slid his thumb against your lower lip, looked at you like you were made of something fragile yet divine. And for a second, just one stolen, delicate second, your walls fell. You weren't guarded, you weren't pretending, you weren't surviving, you were simply seen. But the real question, the question that burns quietly in your chest, is this. Why does that one moment have the power to unravel you? Why does a simple touch awaken everything you tried to bury? Let me tell you why. Because moments like that aren't physical, they're psychological. And today, I want to take you deeper. I want to share with you the 5 emotional truths behind why a woman loses control when a man touches her lower lip, and how understanding these truths can help you heal, grow, and reclaim your power. Stay with me, because each truth will reveal something about you that you've silently carried for years. Imagine this. You've spent years being strong, years being the one who holds it all together, years swallowing emotions because nobody ever held space for them. Then suddenly, someone touches you like softness is allowed, like tenderness is real, like you're not a storm, you're a human being who deserves gentleness. That's why the lower lip matters. It's where vulnerability lives. Psychologists call this emotional disinhibition, when a deep emotional need is awakened by something small, symbolic, intimate. The lower lip is linked to trust, vulnerability, and suppressed longing. When someone touches it gently, the brain interprets it not as a sexual cue, but as a sign of, you can drop your armor now. But here's the truth. Don't let someone be the only place where your softness exists. Don't let the first person who touches your heart become the owner of it. Your vulnerability is sacred. Not everyone deserves front row access to it. Picture this. He doesn't say anything. No explanations, no promises. Just that slow, careful touch on your lip. And suddenly you feel understood without a single word spoken. This is called nonverbal attunement. The feeling that someone understands your emotions intuitively. Women lose control in this moment, not because of the man, but because attunement is something they rarely receive. You're tired of explaining your feelings, tired of begging to be understood, tired of holding back tears because it's not that deep. So when someone finally gets it, without you speaking, your emotional system melts. But listen closely. Connection is not proven by one moment. It is proven by consistency. If his actions are not aligned, if his attention is intermittent, if his interest fluctuates, then what you're feeling is not love. It's longing, and longing can feel like electricity, even when it burns you. Think about this. Maybe that touch reminded you of someone you once loved, someone who made you feel safe before they broke you, someone who held your face before they let go of your heart. Sometimes we don't fall for the person in front of us. We fall for what they remind us of. This is called associative emotional recall. Your brain connects present moments to past attachments. You're not losing control because of a touch. You're losing control because your past wounds are responding. Your heart recognizes a pattern and reacts before you can think. Before surrendering your emotions to someone new, ask yourself, do I feel this because it's real or because it feels familiar? Not every familiar feeling deserves your loyalty. Imagine this. You've spent years being the giver, the one who loves harder, the one who pours until you're empty, the one who carries relationships on your back. So when a man finally holds you with intention, touches you with presence, looks at you with softness, your system doesn't know how to react. This is rooted in the concept of receptive deprivation, a psychological state where you're starved of emotional receiving. Most women are trained to give. Few are trained to receive. So when you finally do, it overwhelms your emotional wiring. Teach yourself to receive love without fear, without guilt, without assuming it will be taken away. You are not a burden. You are not too much. And you don't have to earn tenderness. Now imagine, he touches your lip, your heart races, your body softens, you feel safe, maybe for the first time in months or years. But here's the twist. Sometimes that sense of safety isn't real, it's projected. Psychologists call this emotional transference, when you assign safety to someone based on hope, not evidence. You're not losing control because he's the right man. You're losing control because your heart is exhausted, because you want to feel safe so badly that the smallest gesture feels like salvation. Don't give someone the power to feel like home until they've proven they can handle your heart with care. A moment does not equal a relationship. A touch does not equal loyalty. A spark does not equal stability. Now listen, and listen with the part of you that always gets ignored. You are not losing control because you're weak. You are losing control because you've been strong for too long. You are not overwhelmed because of a man. You are overwhelmed because your heart has waited years for softness. But here's the truth you must carry with you now. You are not defined by who touches you. You are defined by what you choose to feel. You get to choose where your heart lands. You get to choose who deserves your vulnerability. You get to choose who earns access to the parts of you that tremble. And if someone touches your lip, touches your heart, touches your soul, make sure they also touch your life with consistency, your mind with respect, your spirit with loyalty. Because the right man won't just touch your lower lip, he will touch your future. Let's summarize the emotional truths. A soft touch awakens suppressed vulnerability. Nonverbal attunement feels like emotional oxygen. Your heart responds to past memories, not just the present moment. You're overwhelmed because you're deprived of receiving love. The feeling of safety can be projected, not real. Remember these, because they will protect your heart from illusions disguised as intimacy. And I want to leave you with this. Never lose yourself for a moment that only feels like love. Wait for the love that feels like you. Steady, real, loyal, and true. Because the right man won't make you lose control. He will help you find it. If you found value in this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for your support.